Hi guys, it's Melissa and welcome to the Healing Circle. And today's segment of Food for Thought. Today is actually Thursday. I posted a video yesterday saying, sorry, I get one in today. Um, Still on the road, still back and forth from the hospital and doing all that stuff. Still very, very hectic universe right now for me. But um, I did want to get a video out to you guys. Um, But before I get into the video, I just want to say thanks again for hanging in there with me, for the positive thoughts, the positive energy everybody's sending. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate the patience. I appreciate the love, the energy, the everything coming for everybody. So, from everybody. So, with that said, let's get into the food for thought. Um, I want to talk about shamanism. Um, More so my experience and my reality with it. I mean, what it is in general, but kind of my reality of what it is. So, um, with that said, we start by explaining kind of shamanism is. Um, Shamans are known for healing and their ability to communicate with the spirit realm, ancestors in the past, present, future, all of the above. So, um, mainly known for healing, their ability to heal, and they do this by calling on nature, the universe, their ancestors, like I said, past, present, future, um, and other spirits and stuff like that. So, other gods and aspects to help heal. Um, they help guide journeys. They help discover your um, meanings behind dreams. They help to show you what your spirit animals, well, I can't speak, spirit animals are. So shamans are like a universally helpful group of folks. So I guess to put it easily. So um, there is no before one of my other videos I was trying to describe uh how to explain like the feeling you get when you do the rides or when you do something like that, and um it's really difficult to describe because it's kind of you can't it's hard to relate to something else, but um I guess if you imagine or you figure realize that shamans, there's no like stopping point to the amount of energy and influence that can be used from the shaman to help heal or do whatever, um, because it's the universe, it's unlimited, it's from the earth, unlimited, it's from spirits, guides, and it's not in just our realm, it's in other realms, it's in the spirit realms, it's in other dimensions, the ability to um, transcend and to be able to pretty much like astral project into different realms to be able to gather what is needed in each area to help in that specific circumstance. So when you take the idea of limitless energy and you kind of give that to somebody or put that on something, then you can, that is a very difficult um, thing to describe. So it's kind of limitless energy, and it's like if you lit a light bulb, um, say a 40-watt bulb, because it's only a 40-watt compared to like 150-watt, like the limitless amount of energy that kind of lights it up like that, like, and doesn't even cover it. It's really a difficult thing to explain, which is why I urge you, if you it's something you're interested in, even trying to go on a shamanic journey, there are plenty of shamans out there that can help guide you on one, just to feel it for yourself. And um, that is just kind of like toes in the water kind of deal when it comes to the amount of energy that shamans kind of hold. And that was one of the biggest things for me to help me in my healing and stuff is the energy is not only sort of given to me or given to the shaman, but it's there and it's active. Like, I don't have to sit there and say, oh gee, I'm kind of feeling yucky today, maybe I should go over there and do a meditation or do Reiki for myself or something like normal other practices that I do, which those work great. Not saying that, I'm just saying I have to kind of activate it or do it, um, and get into it, and it works great. With this shaman, after I did like my first rite, it was active and it's on. It's like the porch light being on all night, so you don't have to worry about um, stubbing your toes in the middle of the night. It's on and it's working for you all the time, right? And so that's the idea behind the energy that you receive as a shaman when you do your rites and whatnot. So it's um, you're not only given this immense, limitless energy and power from the universe and all around and dimensions, but that is also active for you. It's not, you're not glowing or doing anything like that, but it's active. So you're vibrating at a higher level. So you're feeling the healing, the love, the energy all the time. So it's easier to work through like even your regular daily stresses. Um, I think a year ago, me going through what I'm going through with my cohort here being sick and everything, I probably wouldn't even be able to sit on the computer here or the video camera and do this video because it is, I would have been a total different person. Even with my meditation and my Reiki, I'd use that on me, but it was mustering up that will or that need to do that. Um, and with the energy from the shamanic practice, I don't have to will it. It's kind of like there and it's knows my body, my soul, my everything about me knows, hey, she's her vibration's kind of lowering a little bit. So let's crank that up for her a little. So it's literally that porch light that's on all night. It's there in case you need it. You don't have to activate it, is active. You don't have to worry about stumbling into the house to turn the porch light on to see after the fact. It's there all the time. It is there for you to use, call on for to help other people, to educate other people. It's just there. And that energy is amazing. So completely amazing. And I think it was about 3 years ago. No, maybe not that long. About 2 years ago, I had a shamanic journey, and they helped me to call on my uh, animal guide, and the energy and the knowledge that I gained from that was so amazing to me and so uh, uplifting that I was like, wow, this is pretty intense stuff. So I started reading and started doing a few things, and I was like, this is pretty interesting. And I really got into it. I was like, okay, I've read everything I can read, I think. So let me start going into different direction. Like maybe learning, having someone teach me and guide me through. And kind of at that time, I went from a fairly decent vibration to like um, barely vibrating, to points that the depression just kind of brought me to a place where I didn't want to exist anymore. And I was at a friend's house and I was really, really, really down. And it was kind of that, what's the point? And this woman came in, a friend of the parent, my friend's mother's friend. The mother and the friend came in, and she had been a practicing shaman for years and years and years, and retired. But she felt my energy and she knew something was with going on with me, and she sat down next to me and she said, "So, when do we start?" And I'm like, start what? And she says, "You're training to become a shaman." And I was like, "What?" Yeah, fool. It's like, well, and days before I was thinking, maybe I need to do this. Maybe this is what I need. But then I kind of let it slip because the emotions were just like, ah. But when she said that to me, I knew right there that she was picking up on some very rough vibes. So obviously that wasn't great. But the fact that I knew I needed that and I was talking about that and I was learning for a reason, I was like, now? So yeah, that later on that day, she actually started quizzing me. I say that quizzing, it's not like testing and all that happy stuff, but it's knowing stuff because teaching is the biggest part of it and sharing the knowledge. And so she wanted to know what I knew and what she should teach me. And so for a while we did just information, like and she started teaching me all kinds of other things, like how to do the journeys. And well, she wasn't teaching me how to do the journeys initially. She was bringing me on journeys and or guiding me through journeys and educating me along the way. And then I started receiving my rights, and the energy was like, and all of a sudden my attitude or my feelings or my emotions changed. I was like, hey, I am worthy, and I do belong here, and I do deserve whatever um, I can pull in positive. I am deserving, just like everyone else, and so it changed my outlook so much that I only wanted to continue. And it was just recently, actually, maybe a month now, that I actually did my final rite and became an official shaman. And that last rite, I mean, all of them were incredible. The whole journey was incredible. But that last rite, when we did the fire ceremony, it just woke something up. I explained it to people. It's like I was walking barefoot on a frozen lake and just jumped in, full body in, that shock you get to your system. But it was a good shock. It was like a warming shock, not a frozen shock. But it was so intense, and it has changed so much. I mean, I've always been a natural nature kind of gal. Love my animals, love helping, and that kind of thing. So I think I was naturally drawn to it anyway. But to actually do it was really amazing. So glad I did it. Um, and I guess out of this whole thing, me telling you my whole backstory, the biggest thing to remember is that you guys can too. Like, you can do this. You can learn. You can do your rites, and you can become shaman. Become shaman. Sorry, I'm just going on and on. Anyway, you can become a shaman as well, or even if you just want to do it for the energy, for the helping yourself. I mean, it's amazing, and I can't really stress or really explain just how amazing it was for me. But I can say I went from not wanting to be here to every second matters. Um, and so, with that said, I definitely want to say, if you guys want to try something, read a little bit, research a little on shamanism, um, and give it a whirl. If nothing else, try a journey, and see how that feels and what that does for you. Um, so now that I'm done blabbing, that was sort of my little shamanism in a nutshell. But I'm happy to answer some questions if you guys have them. Shout out in comments. If you guys want to hear me talk about something else on any one of the segments we do, either What's on Your Plate with Chef Kyle, if you want to see something made, let me know. If you have questions about shamanism and journeys or anything else you'd like to see on Food for Thought, let me know. And definitely, if you have something you want to see or have asked on What If, then give me a shout. Let me know in the comments below. If you just want to say hi, say hi. I love saying hi to you guys. I love interacting with you guys. So the more you guys communicate, the happier it makes me, because I like communicating with you guys. I like making YouTube folks part of this. You are the reason I'm doing this. So I love to communicate with you. Of course, you can subscribe down below. You can click the little notification button so you get told when we're doing new stuff. You can like it if you like it. You can share it if you want to share it. And of course, comment. So, guys, I want you all to know you're all extremely awesome. You're all loved. And I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me watching this right now. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't exist again. So, thanks so much. And until I see you guys on Friday for What If, then stay healthy and stay safe. Thanks again for watching, guys.